The recent ratings for Jimmy Kimmel Live have sparked quite a conversation, especially following a notable surge in viewership when the show made its return last week. However, the excitement was short-lived, as the ratings took a significant nosedive shortly thereafter. After a brief hiatus, Kimmel's show was back on air last Tuesday, thanks to Disney's decision to resume broadcasting following what they described as thoughtful conversations with Kimmel regarding his controversial remarks about the tragic death of right-wing activist Charlie Kirk. Kimmel had faced backlash for suggesting that certain political factions were exploiting Kirk's death for their own gain. On the night of his return, Kimmel attracted an impressive 6.3 million viewers, a figure that more than tripled his usual audience. But here's where it gets controversial. Just 2 days later, Fox News reported that the viewership plummeted to an average of 2.3 million, marking a staggering 64% decline. This drop is particularly striking when you consider that prior to his suspension, Kimmel's show was averaging around 1.77 million viewers in the second quarter of the year. Before Kimmel's return, cable operators Nexstar and Sinclair had initially refused to air the show, but they announced on Friday that they would lift their boycott. This decision came after it was revealed that approximately 23% of U.S. households were unable to access Kimmel's show on ABC due to the actions of these two companies. The controversy surrounding Kimmel's suspension stemmed from his comments made shortly after Kirk was fatally shot on September 10th at Utah Valley University. Following the incident, police charged 22-year-old Tyler Robinson in connection with the murder. Kimmel's remarks, which criticized MAGA Republicans for attempting to politicize the tragedy, drew sharp criticism from various quarters. He stated, "We had some new lows over the weekend, with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it." In the wake of Kimmel's comments, FCC Chair Brendan Carr labeled them as truly sick and hinted that ABC's broadcasting license could be jeopardized. This led to ABC's decision to suspend Kimmel's show, although they later reversed that decision. Despite this, Nexstar and Sinclair maintained their stance and chose not to air the show. The suspension of Kimmel's show did not go unnoticed, as numerous prominent figures from Hollywood and politics, including former President Barack Obama, voiced their disapproval. Over 400 celebrities signed an open letter condemning the suspension, and protests erupted outside Kimmel's Hollywood studio, highlighting the public's concern over free speech. Even President Donald Trump weighed in on the situation. Initially, he celebrated ABC's decision to preempt Kimmel's show, but later criticized the network for allowing Kimmel to return, stating on Truth Social, "I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled. Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there." In his emotional comeback monologue, Kimmel expressed his feelings about the events that transpired during his absence, visibly moved as he addressed his audience. This moment not only marked his return, but also served as a reminder of the complex interplay between politics, media, and public opinion in today's society. What do you think about the rapid rise and fall of Kimmel's ratings? Do you believe his comments were justified, or do you think they crossed the line? Share your thoughts in the comments below.